Hey folks, this is BestInSlot and welcome to our coverage of the brand new Dominion Biosyn Expansion for Jurassic World Evolution 2, coming out tomorrow on Steam and on console, so you can get hold of it for yourselves. But today we're going to preview a lot of the content, starting of course with the 4 new species. We're going to start off with the Therizinosaurus, which is the most exciting of the bunch for me personally. We're here in the beautiful new Biosyn Valley. We'll do a more in-depth look at the maps a little bit later on today, I assume, but it's a really nice map. And let's get started. We're going to release the Therizinosaurus. We're going to try out its animations, try out its feeding, try out its fighting, just try out everything that makes the dinosaurs tick. So here we go. So it's worth noting that the Therizinosaurus only... Tell you what, I'll turn on sound so you can hear Isaac's comments.
Just when you think you've seen it all, along comes the Therizinosaurus. And believe it or not, those huge claws you see, they actually help to feed on vegetation. For real. But, just do me one favor, okay? Don't let it near my hair with those things.
Okay, Isaac. So this is Therizinosaurus 2022, so this is the film version of the skin. And I've got to say, I'm going to lead off with this. Oh. It is my favourite dinosaur in the pack. I think it looks amazing. I love the design in general. I think it's really, really good. I love that, you know, it's got this all black, it's kind of Darth Maul-esque, but there's this smattering of red going down the back there. Of course it is feathered, but it's feathered in a really nice way. It's more like a furry covering, well, these little thin feathers rather than the larger individual feathers that you'll see on, say, the Pyroraptor. I've got these little ones over here at the back of the elbow as well. Try to get a nice shot of its face in just a moment. It has a good scratch. Also makes these really interesting noises, like these clicky noises, these guttural kind of things. There's a nice shot at its face as well. Again, I just think it looks really good. I don't know what else to say. The detailing on the face is really good. The beak, the eyes, and it stands out so much in this game. It's just so unlike, especially for the herbivores, but even for a carnivore it would look strange. But especially for the herbivores, it just really looks completely individual, completely unlike anything else we've ever had in Jurassic World Evolution. So that's the eating animation. As you can see, it's really interesting. Again, it's like an ape in a way, in that it's sort of lying down on the ground, scything up the foliage with those claws, and scooping it up almost with its palm, kind of. And just look at it. It's really good. It really is. I think it's fantastic. There's the sitting animation. There we go. Thank you, buddy. You're just nailing all those animations for me. It's very much appreciated. Listen to those sound effects, aren't they fantastic? Again, so unique for the dinosaurs in this game. So there we've got this sort of brown skin. You can see a little bit of the patterning that Frontier have added. Of course, they can kind of go a little bit wild with their own skins. We've got this sort of dappled striping along the back there. And then we've got this wave of colour over here towards the beak. Okay, that was absolutely adorable. Kind of leans forward, leaning on its claws, and then scoops up the water. Scoop, scoop. That's the sound that scooping makes. It goes scoop, scoop. Okay, so we've got some really cool ambient behaviours with the scratching. Ah, man, I love it. And when I say, you know, my favourite of the bunch, I mean it may be my favourite dinosaur in the entire game. I am actually a little obsessed with this thing. I absolutely adore it. I think the Frontier skin is... I mean, look at that. It feels completely different just by raising the lightness of the body, really, by raising the Well, yeah, by raising the brightness. Not a sleeping animation, but a general sitting animation where it sits down and it also preens itself when it's doing that. We should be able to see it again here, actually, hopefully. Nice little detail. You see the dust kind of like splaying off there as it does it. It's just cleaning itself. Just, you know, it's going to get stuff caught in those feathers. Which, again, the feathers look really, really good. This is the kind of thing where it's come together really well. And I'm quite excited to see in other dinosaurs, hopefully, down the line. It's time to test out some of the other animations. The thing I'm very curious about is, A, how it would hunt. Well, not hunt, how it would fight a larger theropod. I did try to do this with the Giga in my other video, but of course it kind of got smacked. So what I'm going to do is release a large, medium, and small carnivore. We'll see how it handles all of those. And, you know, herbivores do fight each other. Actually, I'll show you some stats whilst we're here. So, you see, this is the default stats here. It is a very, very expensive dinosaur. It has a very, very high rating, 1222. I mean, that is... it's nearly Spinosaurus level. That's kind of nuts, actually. There is the dinosaur knees. It likes compy, dislikes everything. So I'm going to also put it with a herbivore and see how that goes. But that's really... It says it likes compy, but every dinosaur that likes compy just eats the compy. And you can see all the different stats going on here as well. So... let's pop out some carnivores. Actually, what are the combat stats now that I think about it? So, attack is base dominance is 122. So that's higher than that, but lower than that. Okay. And here we go. Theris takes a big old bite at the start. I just want to see the Theris attack a large theropod. My one in the Giga video did not work out well, so just once, Theris, just once. There we go. So yeah, it's got a whole custom thing where it jumps forward, swings with those gigantic claws, which is of course what you would very much expect and want it to do. Very cool. Very cool, eh? Eh? I know, this is what you're here for. Can I point out, by the way, I know I'm going to talk about it later, I adore this map. It's got this kind of smoky, misty effect going on, and it is absolutely beautiful. It's my favourite map in the game. Come on, Theris, you can get back into it, buddy. I'm hoping that basically another one will fight the Giga now, and that'll mean, how's Giga going? Giga really did not take much damage. I actually, like I said, I feel the Theris may be underpowered. We'll see how it plays out. Okay, I think this might be the kill. The Acro is on very, very low health. Let's see how it plays out. Yes! That is... Yes, that is precisely what I wanted to see. That kind of... The claws, it's a custom animation, it's a whole new animation. The claws actually going through the skull of the Acro, literally stabbing through his brain for the kill. That took quite a while to make happen, but I think we have to do it again. I think we have to try to get another angle of that. That was pretty awesome. Lovely stuff. Oh, hello. Lovely stuff. There you go, plenty of deal. It really just jams those claws right through its face. It's pretty bloody brutal. Now, I recorded this earlier, and apparently my recording got corrupted. So I'm recording this many, many hours later. I tried... I'm going to show you this anyway because I think this is interesting. So I'm going to turn on breakouts. Turn on escapes, and we want to turn on comfort as well. Comfort's actually already on. So you would imagine they would start to break out, right? Because they're very unhappy. They're an aggressive dinosaur. I believe that if they have power, I was really curious, how would you break out of an electric fence? You know, how would you ever do that? You just couldn't. So I think as long as these have power, the dinosaurs can't break out of them. Of course, a power outage means they'll just walk out. But you can kind of see what I mean here. If I replace this electric fence with a regular fence of some description, like so, you should see the THERI pretty quickly move over here and target this area. Let's see if it does it. Now, you did this before when I was testing. Don't make me look stupid, Therizinosaurus. Yeah, see, it's running over. It looks ridiculous because it's going to break out here. When there's just this line here. I know it's an invisible fence, but you know what I mean. It looks a little bit ridiculous. So that's how that works. I did a little test to see if the THERI would hunt a human, and it just walks past. But they don't hunt humans, so which makes sense. It would have been cool because it is a human hunter. We see it hunting Claire in the trailer for Dominion. Maybe not to eat her, sure, but it could hunt humans just for fun, essentially, because it seems to do it. It's like a territorial sort of thing rather than a food sort of thing. That would have been really interesting, but unfortunately it just doesn't seem to display any of that behaviour. It does like to run them down, it must be said, and it really gives you a sense of the scale and size of this thing. It is absolutely freaking-gantic, absolute mammoth. But, so that's basically it for the animations. We'll go check out the species viewer and check out some of its skins as well. Completely forgot about this, but as promised, I'm going to show you the other skins for the Therizinosaurus, the Frontier skin. So this is the 2022 one with that black with the crimson, purple, red down the back there. Then we have the Frontier one. So in terms of colours, the Rana, we've got Calcarona, the black. You can see it changes both the pattern here along the back, this kind of dappled lining pattern. But it also does, if you want to turn my way so I can see your face, right, you stay there. It also changes, as you can see, the pattern here on the face. And that was really nice. Not always directly matching this either, sometimes it mixes it up. Again, kind of similar to the Monolophosaurus. So those are all the pattern colours. We'll put on a cool one. Which one's cool? You're pretty cool. Pulcrana, and then for skins we've got Sonoran, we've got Death Valley, Great Sandy Desert, which I really like actually, Champlain Valley, Salar de Huesco, Limpopo River, Killeen Mountains, Yukon River, Svalbard, Amazon Rainforest, Mangrove Forest, and Gambia River Basin, which is wild looking. This will depend a lot on the different species, as you'll see throughout these videos, but I think this one, I do prefer the 2022 version more than the others. The colours just come together in a really nice way, but you could make a pretty cool, I would suggest, looking one from these as well. It's just something about it doesn't work quite as well. You could also, of course, turn this off and just have the default, like so. But, you know, that'll be very much a personal preference sort of thing. Alright.
Reaching out.